Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show. I'm Nick Penderell and as usual I'm joined here on the sofa by Dave Buckley.
Good morning everybody.
And our guest today, we have a pair of them to fill out the sofa, and they're both from Global Top Group. So can we welcome Sales Director Phil and Sam, who's another director of unspecified origins.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see the both of you.
Nice to see you.
So Global Top Group might not be the best known brand, but you're certainly some busy chaps these days, aren't you?
We're actually City Gardens as well. We're in town.
Yeah.
We've got 500 units in town over 5 years.
Yeah.
We've been fully booked.
No, City Garden is one of the sort of quiet success stories of Pattaya real estate, isn't it?
Very, very successful. Working on Second Road in a real estate company, renting and selling the product. Many, many happy customers.
Yeah.
I think availability is end of March.
Right.
For maybe one unit.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
And then joined the company maybe 2.5 years ago after working with another developer.
Right.
Closely working with Sam and Mr. Regal.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been with the company now, Sam?
That 6 months before Phil came on board. So about 2.5, 3 years too.
Okay, but City Garden had been going before you
7 years.
But you've done a lot since, haven't you? I mean, City Garden was, if you like, my first sort of meeting with the company, but is it 4 or 5 other projects you've got on the go now?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about City Gardens is we're a building company, and a lot of people get that confused with a developer. A developer builds...
Yes, I did,
Yeah, me too.
A developer builds and he sells. And to be honest, working in the industry, this is a part that I think the aftercare service is very important. The new head office at the side of Pattaya, for instance, that's going to be our care centre.
Right.
So we've actually built all this before we're actually promoting the buildings. So I think after people have bought the condo, this is a service that we offer. We offer a very, very big rental service, which many people know, very corporate. A lot of companies that deal with us, we have to give them health and safety sheets on fire, on servicing, on everything for their employees. And a lot of our customers, they become very good friends. And they follow, we've got a new project coming off now, City Gardens Tower, that's just off the Third Road, very prominent position, very, very good location. We've got Paradise.
Is it in pre-sales or is it already launched, or where are you with the tower?
The tower's already selling now. We're already selling, but we'll probably be launching properly 2 months.
The official launch, the opening of the showroom will be about 2.5 months from now. But
Small party to do that, or have you done that already?
the next party will be for the cloud, because we'll be receiving the EIA, which is another success of our company.
Okay.
And let's not forget City Gardens Pramac, which we actually sold out within just over 6 months.
All right.
Totally sold out. Cloud now is
65.
Yeah.
55% sold.
Yeah. We launched that in December. I've got customers coming in next week who own units in City Gardens from over 5 years ago. They've got many units with us and they want to buy in the tower.
Okay.
I think it's about after you've bought a condo, what happens then? I actually put many customers in touch with what I class as good real estate people that would actually make the effort to rent their accommodation and look after them. We actually have on-site rental, and I think it's very important that once someone's bought a condo, it's looked after. So every project we have on-site maintenance within the project, and also we have to think about the offshore worker that's not here, but yet his partner's here.
So why have you gone back to the name? Well, you're using City Garden as part of the City Garden Tower name. Why have you gone back to that?
Because City Gardens is a very well established name, and on speaking with Sam and Igal, some names that people think about have no relevance to anything. So City Gardens, that is...
So that immediately sort of transfers a sort of trust to that property, yeah?
But so many people that buy in City Gardens, and there's very few units actually available, they actually want to own a City Gardens too,
Okay.
because the product is very, very successful.
But I mean, City Gardens of Pattaya, as you say, has sold out. So so there was room for another City Gardens, I guess.
The problem is location,
Location.
location, and we
They were good double acts.
Yeah, we practice it every time. We practice it. The first rule of real estate.
He makes coffee, I make tea. No, it's very important. A lot of customers over the years, they're very good friends of mine, and it's nice to know that we care about them. That we've actually put a big office in for the future rental and service department, where people can go for a coffee, they can have a chat, they can, a lot of people come to Pattaya for the first time, and just because we live in Pattaya.
Yeah, we sort of take it all for granted, don't we?
And every customer is very important.
Every customer is a friend for me.
Yeah.
We build relationship. We don't do business. It's a relationship, and later on they come with friends, family, relative, and they, once you service a customer and he's happy from the result, he come to the condo and see it's all clean, being taken care of. He know that his investment is safe, and he's satisfied customer. Satisfied customer will come back.
And talk to other people, of course.
Yes, and bring his family, friends. I just want to mention something that we haven't yet about Paradise, that we're going to be completing Paradise. It's another beautiful project that we finish.
Right on the beach.
Right on the beach. In 3 months from now. 3 months from now, we'll be ready to move
That's
in.
close to completion.
Yeah.
3 months from now, we'll be ready to move in.
What's the situation with the City Garden at Pattaya? Is that started to build yet, or what's the situation?
Yeah, the piling's all finished now,
Yeah.
and then we're going to the next stage now of cutting the piles. Everything's working as planned. We're actually working on another development after the tower.
You can't reveal any details yet. Come on, you can tell us.
No, it takes about 8 or 9 months to actually work on the concept. Working on many things that I saw in Leeds City Centre. The concept of it used to be masonettes, then it became flats, and then it became apartments. So many years of experience of looking at how a condo actually works physically for the customer, the design. Igal does the design. Me and Sam talk about what we'd like in them, what works, what the customers like.
Yes.
The customers tell us a lot of information. Sometimes the information that they tell us is not favourable if they don't like it. It's nice to know and listen to the customers. And
Point of sales. Basically, we from outside we get the feedback, and we see what the customer want, what the customer need, the size, the potential of combining units, the unit size. Pattaya turned in the past years to more family oriented, and there's a requirement for a kids play area, which is time and time again I hear I wish that you had a place for my kids to play. So we address that in a new project.
Okay.
And you also have a development in Wongamat as well.
yeah, we have Tropicana.
And how's that one getting along?
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in Nakula for like 4 years. It's a very, very good area. A lot of people like to stay if they're working like Lam Shabang in this area. It's nice. There's a lot of nice restaurants around there. Offshore workers predominantly like Nakula and like Pattaya.
Yeah.
On doing a lot of rentals over the years, this is where they like to live,
Right.
And then obviously like city centre is very, very desirable.
Sure.
But it's actually physically getting a product.
Yeah.
I mean, no one likes to be situated around beer bars
Sure.
and Thai discos because they're very good at waking you up at 5 in the morning, So the location for the tower is very, very important. Accessibility for...
Can you tell us a little bit more about exactly where it is, this new one, City Garden Tower?
The tower's just actually at the side of Tony's gym.
Right,
On the bend.
Okay.
On the third
big
road.
famous one.
Before the lights. So it's very accessible.
And can you describe it? It's a tower, we know that, but how many stories has it got?
It's got 30 stories.
Right, so I can imagine
500 units.
the views, you must get sea views.
I actually live in town from the 9th floor where I'm living at the moment.
Oh, right.
You actually get very good sea views.
Okay.
So it's a very, very good product, but all the products are good because we actually manage the product afterwards. We rent the product. We don't just sell you a unit and then see you later, you know.
All of our product eventually will be networked together. So if we're gonna have a vacancy available, we can get from any of our location a tenant to come in. If for example, offshore employee or if offshore company will ask us to find a place for 15 of the employees, we know exactly between all of our units what we can provide them. So everything is being networked. That's very good for investors because they know that the vacancy rate will be very, very low. Plus, we pick our location that will be very comfortable for the employees to go in and out of town.
On the head office at the side of Pattaya, we've got a showroom up there at the moment, and then the future plan is that we actually have 3 or 4 different showrooms within that centre, and basically the agent or the customer can come there, can decide on what room they like, what design they like, what location, Nakula, Pattaya, or in town, and it's going to be basically a one-stop shop. All the specification sheets will be there, health, safety, checks on fire, very simple, and also very encouraging for the customer. Because we all know, I actually bought a water heater, I won't tell you where from, last weekend, and it got fitted on Monday, and obviously they managed to hit the water pipe.
Yes.
You know, so
Never heard of that.
no.
Yeah, never.
So they came about 3 times, and decided that they could do this and do that. In the end, they had to knock all the tiles off, and then next week the water is going to be fixed. So we're talking like just over maybe a week and a half.
So why haven't you moved into City Gardens?
In City Gardens, I have
No place. We're fully booked.
No room for him.
On the waiting list.
Honestly, I don't live there anymore. I used to have a place.
You used to have a place.
Yes.
You had to move out because people with real money wanted it. Yeah. Okay.
we have investments in City Gardens,
Yes.
but sometimes it's like anything. We get called in if there's things to problems, and problems are normally caused by the tenants, which we have to deal with. But sometimes maybe living on site when technically
You'd never be off duty, would you?
no, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, the customers are very happy, and it's encouraging that they want to talk to us and they want to talk about the new product.
A part of it, we're creating a pool of other properties. We do buy units that are available on the market. If we find a good opportunity, we do purchase units. So last week we bought about 5 units, and we are trying to increase.
Where did we buy them? We keep buying these units.
We do.
They would buy many units, but a lot of customers as well. They actually ask advice on products they've bought, and it's good to come from experience and actually, say that if it's a product that I would recommend or a product that I wouldn't recommend, or an area. The area is very, very important for development.
I'm sure.
I mean, oversupply of any particular area will have a result on the product.
No, we won't ask what you've got in mind.
No.
But we're not far away.
No, it's just in general, when you buy real estate, I bought my first house when I was 19 and a half, you've got to look at what's around you. What other competition have you got once you've actually got that condo? And after that, how are you going to service a condo? Who's going to look after the condo? Especially for customers that don't live here. These are all the plus factors, which we do.
Yeah. And what sort of nationalities are buying on your project?
Very mixed.
Right.
Very mixed, not one particular group of anybody really, which is nice. We don't have anything, it's just many investors.
Right.
Because City Gardens has got many different people that live there.
You have different nationalities. There's of course Russians, but lately we see a second wave of Chinese nationals are start to come, and they're more interested, more open to invest in Pattaya. And I think that this is the future of Pattaya. In the next few years, will shift to the Chinese market. We already seen it.
Yeah.
We already seen it. We have a lot of emails and correspondence.
It almost sort of seems to go that wherever TAT promote Pattaya, they start coming, and then the interest from that particular country, whichever one it is, will start to build up.
So where, you mentioned your head office, can you give the address if somebody wants to come along and see what you've got? Phil?
It's the traffic lights on to Priory Road.
Traffic lights on to Priory Road.
Opposite
Opposite the Sugar Hut.
Sugar Hut, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Phil and Sam from Global Top Group. If you want to check out more about the products, head down to their showroom now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.